says, just as Moses lifted up the snake in the wilderness, so the Son of Man must be lifted up, that everyone who believes may have eternal life. You talk about urgency? Listen, Moses, when he was leading the Israelites out of Egypt, snakes ran through the camp and bit men, right? And Moses cried out to God. And God told him to do what? Put a bronze serpent on a staff and raise it up. And all who would look on this would be healed. Right? Anyone bitten by a snake, anyone poisoned by these things, would just have to look and they would be healed. Now watch this, watch this. I'm telling you, there is an urgency. Just like Moses lifted up the snake in the desert, so when Jesus lifted up, all we have to do is believe in our heart and confess with our mouth. All we got to do is look to the Son. There needs to be an urgency, though. I promise you, those ones bitten, they were elbowing each other just to get a sight line on it. Why? Because there was no other way. This was the narrow gate for them. The doctors couldn't fix them. The physicians, forget about it. The little makeshift hospitals, the herbs, the remedies, the old-time stuff that they relied on couldn't work. Why? Because there was only one way for salvation, for life. It was that serpent on the pole, and they had to get a glimpse of it. That's the narrow way. You think this is just narrow-mindedness talking, like a forgotten or relict religion of the past? Like, you're just narrow-minded in this. Yeah, because the way is narrow. You think everything else is going to work. I'm telling you, there is one thing that works that brings life. His name is Jesus. When you get some hell dropped in your life, I promise you, you're going to be throwing elbows just to get your sight line to him. Why? Because you know when you know that life is found in him, because you see other people gaining it. And that's all he's trying to do. He's trying to bring some urgency into your life because you meant for life. And life to the full. You meant to experience it. You meant not to live like this, poisoned down by this serpent of old. You meant not to stay bitten and belittled by him. You meant to rise up and have life. And all he's saying is look to the Son. He was raised up just like the serpent Moses raised up. And he has healing within him. And all you got to do to have it is look to him. Get some urgency within you. And look to him. Quit thinking it's all good. It ain't all good. You dying. You don't even know it yet. You being eternally separated from a God who loves you, who sent his only Son, and you're good with it. Quit playing around, my man. This may be the day. You ain't guaranteed tomorrow. You better get some urgency within you, thinking that you'll do it when you get that 401k fat enough, or when you done playing the field a little bit, you'll settle down and you get right with God. You walk away from him. You know what's right. But you'll be back later. If you ain't guaranteed nothing, my man. Today is the day. Wake up, O sleeper. Rise from the dead and let Christ's light shine on you. Wake up with it. Get some urgency within you, because this is the time.